Welcome in to the Coach Jake Ganus Show. I'm David Simpson. We're on the field here at Bill Morris Stadium as your Blue Devils are in preparation for the first round playoff game here at home against Arab. But first, we're going to talk to Coach about the Lincoln game and talk about the off week. Coach, Lincoln, I know it was a little over a week ago. Can you kind of talk about that game a little bit?
Yeah, it feels like it was a couple weeks ago with that bye week. But no, I was really proud of the guys. It was a very hectic week. Had a lot going on with homecoming, and we thought we handled that very well and came out and executed early. And we got to play a lot of guys, and just really proud of, again, like how we handled the day and the week. And it speaks a lot to our leadership and our seniors. And yeah, we came out of it injury-free, which was one of the main goals these last 2 weeks. And so, yeah, feel good about it.
So when you play a lot of players, do you know the number of players you played against Lincoln?
It was, we do chart it, and I didn't tally it up, but I want to say
it was a lot.
We played close to 70 players.
Wow,
70 players, which is awesome.
And you saw some future Blue Devils that were making some plays there.
Absolutely. A bunch of young guys making plays.
Yeah, a bunch of young guys. Well, it was a great week. Finished the season 6-0 in the region. Now you had an off week. Kind of go in and tell the fans, what do y'all do for an off week? Is it the same as a regular game, or do you give them days off?
Right. No, we take some days off. So we took Sunday off. We usually work Sundays. We came in Monday and did an active recovery lift in the morning, and then that afternoon we did a special teams heavy practice. It was very efficient. It wasn't very long, and it was all special teams. Bigs got to do a lot of indie, and then Tuesday, Wednesday were kind of more normal practices, still not very long, so we cut the time down, cut the physicality back a little bit, and then Thursday was a separate group kind of day where the offense and defense are just working on themselves, turnover circuit, tackling circuit, offense going through screens, and all sorts of different stuff. So very, very, very productive week. The big emphasis was to get healthy and stay healthy, and so again, proud of our guys. We had a bunch of guys that are just normal banged up from the wear and tear of a 9-game season, and we're full go right now, which is a huge blessing, and I thought they handled themselves extremely well last week.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you talking about Lincoln and the off week. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk to offensive lineman J.B. Myers and defensive back DJ Brooks. You're watching the Coach Jake Ganus Show on the 411 Network. Welcome back into the Coach Jake Ganus Show. Joining me now is junior offensive lineman J.B. Myers. JB, thank you for joining us today. Look back to the Lincoln game. Thoughts about homecoming week. How was that preparation?
It's different. There's a lot going on, a bunch of moving pieces. We just got to stay locked in and just worry about ourselves, keep it about us.
So the Lincoln game, thoughts on I know it's been a little bit, over a week or so, more than a week ago. Thoughts on the Lincoln game?
It was a good game. It was fun. We got in and out. We got some of the younger guys some playing time. Yeah. That's going to help them a lot in the future. And it was just a fun game, homecoming.
It was a good game. You went 6-0 in the region. Of course, you got the region championship. Then you had the off week. Kind of explain the off week preparation. Did he give you a couple of days off, or was it every day like a regular season game?
We treated it like a normal week. It's mostly just active recovery. We're not going to go just sit around and let our bodies just do all that. So it's just a bunch of active recovery. They keep us busy, keep us moving, make us feel fresh, and it's just keep it about us.
That's good. Now, you made it to the dance. That was one of your goals, team goals, to get to the dance. There's 32 teams starting this week, this Friday night. You have Arab. I know y'all have that 1-0 mentality. Have you saw film on Arab?
No, sir. We have not seen any film on them, but they're in the playoffs, so they got to be a pretty good team.
So on this week being in the playoffs, what do y'all do anything different? Is it just try to keep the same mentality, same focus, or do y'all do anything different?
No, sir. We don't do anything different. We, like I said, and just worry about us, make our strength stronger, and just keep it how it is. Yeah. Just keep that mindset. Got to stay hungry.
Got to stay hungry. That's right. 5 games. So you got 5 games left. Let's get all 5 of them.
Yes, sir.
5 quick questions here, fun questions.
All right.
What's your favorite class here at Moody High School?
My favorite class, I'd have to say math because I'm good at it.
Well,
and I'm related to Miss Madison. Shout out.
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know
She's
that.
part of the family.
Okay. Well, that's neat to know. What's your favorite music or artist?
Ooh, my favorite song would have to be Feathered Indians by Tyler Children's, I think his name is.
Feather Indians?
Feathered Indians.
Feathered Indians. I have to go check that out. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, I'd have to say my dad's chicken.
Fried chicken or
grilled chicken. He
grilled
knows
chicken?
how to do it.
Oh, does he really?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Probably just going to Splash Adventure all the time.
Okay.
The big water park.
Yeah.
We used to do that. I used to daycare at Bethel, and we'd go there, I think, every Wednesday.
Okay.
That was just always fun.
Oh, wow. That's some good memories. So any colleges looking at you? Do you getting any contact from any?
We're working on that right now.
Okay.
I'm getting my film together, getting it out.
Yeah.
And then this off season, I have a bunch of plans on going to a bunch of camps around here.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. So when college is over, football is over, what's JB going to do?
Ooh, I haven't thought that far ahead. Well, not much at least. I don't know. My dad, he works with the county, and he gets a bunch of benefits like insurance and all that.
Yeah.
And I think what he does is pretty cool. So I might follow in his
Hey,
steps.
you're thinking ahead about benefits and stuff. That's a good mindset right there. Well, JB, we're praying and for a good game, good healthy game, no injury-free game this Friday night. It's going to be a big playoff game. So good luck to you Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome back into the Coach Jake Ganus Show. Joining me now is senior defensive back DJ Brooks. DJ, welcome into the show today. Big win Friday night. You finished the region 6-0. Kind of talk about the Lincoln game a little bit.
The Lincoln game was really all about us. We just executed the game plan. We worried about us the entire week, and we got through it and let the little guys play, which is a very great thing, and that was a very great thing to watch them do. So.
What do you think about homecoming here?
Homecoming is my first ever homecoming in Moody, so and I really enjoyed it. It was a
fun week.
A very fun week.
So on the year, I did some looking up on the stats. You got 44 total tackles on the year. Now a lot of people go, well, that's not a lot. Well, for a DB, that's okay because if you had a lot of tackles, that means they're breaking the line of scrimmage and y'all are having to get the tackle. So the defense, death row defense, the secondary, the whole defense is strong, but we enjoy watching the secondary. How do y'all communicate during a game, talking to each other? The DBs.
DBs, we really communicate just by hand signals, and we like to talk. When you in the secondary, you like a quarterback of the defense. So you gotta control everything. So you gotta have a very low voice, but you gotta.
So are y'all on each other about who's going to get a pick tonight or anything like that? Or y'all don't even think about it?
We don't even think about it. We just hope anybody get a pick.
Yeah.
Anybody. So.
Well, you had an off week this past week. Kind of talk about that a little bit. What was the preparation for the off week?
The preparation for that, well, I'm going to piggyback what Coach Ganus has said this past week, this bye week. He said it's either hunt or be hunted. And what he mean by that, he means by execute what you got to do, take accountability and everything off the field and on the field. And that's what we've been doing, and we just been doing this.
Yeah. Well, this week, you're in the dance. There's 32 teams left. JB said y'all hadn't watched any film on Arab yet, so defense hadn't watched any either?
No, sir.
So I guess y'all start today.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a big game here. What's your thoughts about first round?
I feel like it's going to be a little jitters. It's going to be a little jitters, but I feel like we know our talent and we know what we're going to do and we're going to execute. And
you got to get the fans fired up this Friday night.
I get them fired up.
There you go. All right. A couple of 5 fun questions. What's your favorite class here at Moody High School?
I'll probably say business software applications.
Okay. Who teaches that class?
Miss Cook.
Okay, is that part of the 411 network?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll make sure you get a good grade in there.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite music or artist?
I'll probably say Lil Baby Crush a Lot.
Okay.
It's my favorite song.
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? Ooh, I'll probably say nachos.
Nachos?
Yeah, I love
Taco Bell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or any Mexican restaurant? Or just Taco Bell?
Just
Run to the border, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
Childhood memory. So when I was younger, I used to have like this little car, Lightning McQueen. I love it. I still watch Cars to this day.
Yeah.
And I know it's childish, but I
No,
love
that's
it.
fine.
And I just had that little car, and I just ride in every day. And that's just brings joy to my memory.
That's a great memory. Any colleges looking at you,
Yes,
talking
sir.
to you?
Yes, sir. It's right now I'm really not worried about that. I'm really worried about getting to state, but it's a college. It's a lot of colleges
Okay.
getting to me.
So when football's all done, said and done, what you going to do? What do you want to be when you finish playing in school?
I want to go to college. I want to. If football doesn't work out, I want to be a barber.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, DJ, we're praying for a good, healthy, injury-free game this Friday night. It's going to be exciting, first round, and good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome back into the Coach Jake Ganus Show. Well, Coach, you made it to the dance.
Yep.
There's 32 teams in 5A.
That's it.
Playing Arab, Kyle Roughton is new coach there. I know they had some, Osmond was the head coach, then Kyle came in. Any thoughts about you knowing him a little bit since he coached with you in that All-Star game? Does he know about you or you know about him, your technique, I guess?
Yeah, so Kyle, he coached the DBs down there for me in Mobile, and he did a great job. So we've kept in touch, and we probably talked throughout this season. Before we knew the matchup, we probably talked once a week. He's one of the coaches that I stayed in touch with once a week, like, hey, how'd y'all do? We did this or y'all did that. And, as far as schematics, he sees what's on tape. I see what's on tape. We don't know each other's plays or anything like that. He definitely knows that the style of defense I like to play, like I know the style of defense he likes to play, and little things like that, but nothing that's going to give either of us a competitive advantage on Friday night. I'm really fired up for this matchup. This is a game 2 years ago. Obviously, they knocked us out of the playoffs 2 years ago. And it was the way they beat us, and that's the way that I want to beat people, and that's to physically dominate. And so this has been one that I've dreamt of and thought of for a long, long time. I know my guys, my sophomores, like Caleb Goff, Cam Mallory was a freshman that night, and it feels weird to say, but a lot of guys played that night that we have right now, and so this is definitely very, very personal for a lot of reasons. So really excited for the matchup.
So Arab finished 6-4 overall. They finished 4th in their region. So your kids are smart. I know they get on social media. How are you trying to keep them focused? Because people look at it, well, it's a 4th seed. We're hosting them at home. We're number 1 seed. I tell people it's like the March Madness. Them lower seeds can fool you. They're very competitive. How do you keep that focus?
Yeah, I wouldn't. So the 4 seed, if you think about it, the 4 seed in March Madness is usually pretty good.
It is.
And for them, they lost their 3 region games. They put them in 4th place by a total of 15 points.
Yeah.
Lost by 10, lost by 2, and lost by 3. And so they very easily could have been the region champs on their side. And that's what my kids will understand. They're not a bad football team. They're actually a very, very good football team. They're disciplined. They're tough. Their quarterback makes things hard on the defense. He's a runner. He played against us 2 years ago as a slot receiver. He was a sophomore, and Pucci, I feel like he's been there forever because you see that name, and he is a baller. And they got a really, really big receiver that plays both ways. He'll play some DB versus us, and he plays receiver, and they throw it to him a lot. He's 6'5". He can go get it. And so they've got good football players, and they're a good football team. I know their season hasn't gone the way, they wanted to go, but man, to go through what they went through and the adversity they went through, like I tell Kyle all the time, like I think it's a miracle they won 6 games. And I know they're not happy in terms of like the coaches and players, like they all wanted to be 10-0 like we all do, but to go through what they've been through and to be where they're at, I think Kyle's done a phenomenal job, and he's a really, really good coach. and those kids play really, really hard for them. And so anytime you've got that combination of a quarterback that can run, coach that's going to get his players fired up, he'll be headbutting helmets and doing all sorts of crazy stuff for the game, and he'll have them ready to play. So we got to do our job this week, preparing the right way and being ready as well.
Did they change any of their philosophy offensively or defensively since he took over?
I would say defensively they have they've played a lot of 4-down this year.
Yeah.
Traditionally with Coach Oz, they were a true stack football team, 3-3, and they didn't break the stack. That was something they did, and they were going to make you beat them doing something outside the box. But this year, Kyle still running the defense. They do a lot more 4-down, and they're a little more multiple in the back end as well. So they definitely switched up. I say offensively they're pretty similar, but everything is all around the quarterback. Puccio, he does a really, really good job getting his legs going, and that's where it kind of starts and ends with them.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time today. I know
Absolutely.
you got a lot on your mind this week, big first-round playoff game. The game will be 7 p.m. here at the Bill, first round of the state playoffs. The game will be broadcast live on the NFHS website only. You will not be able to access through YouTube or Facebook. You have to go to the NFHS website. You can get a monthly subscription or a yearly subscription if you want to. Hopefully we can get those games loaded up to the YouTube page later on in the week. But we need everybody here, Blue Devil fans. We need you here to be loud and proud. Gates will open around 5:30. Tickets are on sale, can be purchased here at the gate or on the GoFan website or app. I want to see everybody here this Friday night. Home game against Arab. Go Blue Devils.